Oi, it's me again, bro. I've been out from your screens, but now I am back and have the pleasure of welcoming one of Ghana's promising artists who goes by the name Raevin. Recently, he was introduced by Legacy Life Entertainment, a home for one of Africa's biggest sensations. You know already, can promise. You get me? But today, I'm going to have a chit chat with Raevin about his musical career, the journey, life experiences, aspirations, and where he sees himself in the next 5 years. Right? He also has a new song that he released, I think yesterday. Right? That was yesterday.
Yeah.
So the song is titled Fire, and Fire talks about the vulnerability and passion of love, the anxiety, etc. You get me? This is going to be a very dope, interesting, inspiring, and insightful interview. So stay locked in with me as we uncover Raevin, as we get to know Raevin. I mean, listen, bro, he's one of the promising artists. If I'm taking this long to talk about an interviewee, then you should know that the person is really talented. So you should go stream Fire by Raevin. Dope, dope, nice song. Alright,
Yes.
I'm here with the artist himself.
Hey,
How far now?
I did cool, bro.
You did cool, bro.
I did cool. How far?
I did cool, bro.
Bless.
I did fine.
Bless.
It be pleasure the tap plus you.
Definitely a pleasure
Next
to
year
me.
to come, you big man.
Definitely.
I love the hairstyle, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I will come to the artistic expression, the physics and everything. But let's talk about who is Raevin. Give us a little background or information about yourself and when you started music, right? And what were you always drawn to music?
Yeah.
Then we'll continue
Okay.
from there.
My name is Raevin, as everyone knows.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, I don't think I grew up in like a musical community, but I think the one place that music was always common was church, and everybody goes to church.
Why is that common, bro? Like most artists, I've heard them talk about their story and their beginnings is from the choir or from the church. Killbeatz too, it's the same thing.
Yes. So the funny thing is, you see, Ghana is not a place where there is a setting where people go to sing. It's not like football.
Okay.
Everybody plays football in the community after school.
Facts,
and all of
bro.
you even play it in school and all of that. But music is not a common. There is no common space for music apart from church, where there is always singing, there is praises, and then there is worship, there is choir, Sunday school, and all of that. So the church serves as the building process of music of an artist, because you hear it from them for the very first time. You start learning songs. Even in school worship, you learn songs.
Yeah.
You learn all of those things. So it's always been from church. You know, you pick a thing or two from church. That is where you realize you can sing the most, because then now you can even be singing and someone will suggest that, oh, why don't you join the choir? Because I think you're good.
Yeah.
Yes. So it began from church for me as well. I was singing at church. I had my own choir church at the time. And at the time I was like 15 or so.
Oh, it started pretty early.
Yeah, I was like 15. But it was not always music. Growing up, I always thought I was going to be a footballer. Yeah, I figured like me, I go be the next Lami Yama or something. Yeah, but you know,
life has its own choices.
Yes,
bro.
things happened. My mom actually didn't want me to play football, so yeah. But then I realized that I loved music as much as I loved football, and music wasn't more of a physical job.
Oh yeah,
that you would have to do. Is more of a mind game.
But it's at the point the physical plays a role.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. But I think that the most making music, like the most part of music taking your energy is in the studio where you are trying to create.
Yeah.
Because it's more of your mind.
Yeah.
And how far you can push your creativity as a person. The rest, moving about, interviews, video shoots, and all of those things, they're quite difficult, but but they're like surplus.
I get it. I guess stage performances.
Yes.
Very soon, be on a big stage, you need a lot of energy to stand for that long, bro.
Definitely.
So, do you remember the first song you sang in church?
Honestly, I don't.
Oh,
yeah, honestly,
but do you remember the experience first time singing in church? How was it like?
So I have never sung in church, and I was always singing at home, and I realized that I could harmonize.
Oh.
So I was in church Sunday school, and everybody was singing the song, and I was doing the harmonies, and everybody was looking at me like, "Bro, you're weird." Like it was like, "What is this guy doing?"
Your friends
Yes, everybody they're just looking at me because I was the only person singing the harmony
from school or
from church,
from church.
and nobody knew how I could do that. It's like we were being taught music to sing what you are being taught, and I was doing a different thing than what everyone else was doing. So the experience, the very first time singing in church, it was sort of weird. I didn't know what to. Yes, I didn't know what to do in that position, but after church, everybody came was like, "Oh, how did you do that?" Like, "Oh, that was nice," and all of that. And I was like, "Okay, this is a lot nicer than I thought it would be." Getting all the praises and all of that, it motivated me. Sort of.
Facts, right? So, at what point did you leave the church to now do what's the term as secular music? So at what point did you leave the church?
So I'm still in church.
You're still in church?
Yeah, but
singing in church?
No, not anymore.
So at what point did you leave? Why did you leave the church now?
I always loved secular music. What we call secular music.
Okay.
Yes, I love to speak about love on a broader basis. You see, in church you can speak about love, you can sing about love.
Oh yeah.
Most of the times is about the love of God.
Yeah, love of God
in our lives, and how Jesus and God has impacted our lives in general. But what we call secular music is now I can express love in the form of a woman. I can express love in the form of what I see on a woman, and all of that. You know, I can go deeper into the topics of love, not necessarily being the love of God, which we all have. God loves us all in general, but now you can talk about a lot of other things. So I've always loved secular music. That's what I grew up listening to the most, because in as much as I was singing in church, there was a bar, a beer bar behind my house. Behind my house, and then there was a Momo guy next to my house, and both of them, they were always bashing music, like loud music. So in as much as I heard a lot of gospel, I had so much in quotes secular music as well. And I don't know, I just feel gravitated towards speaking about certain topics as well. So
didn't the church come after you?
No.
Later on, hearing your song.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, talking about hearing your song, right? When was the first time you ever recorded a song?
That would be in 2019.
2019 was when you recorded your first song. At what age were you?
Also 19.
19. Oh, 2019. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's when you record. Do you remember the song that you recorded? And why inspired that song, by the way? That triggered you, that gave you that hunger to go to the studio to record it.
So I actually didn't go to the studio to record. I went to escort my friend to record. My friend was going to record, and I went to escort him. And I always used to write songs. I never really had the intention of being like a musician, but I knew I could write. So I'd written some things down. So after his recording, I was singing, and then the producer was like, "Oh, we could do something," and then he just made the beat, and I just recorded it right there and then. I didn't I didn't even know anything about recording at the time. I didn't even know you could record and pause and continue and pause and continue. I went into the booth and I sang the whole thing. It's like, take your time.
Relax. First experience.
Yes, so that was the time. It was a love song actually.
It was a love. Give us a freestyle of it. 2019. You can't tell me forgotten. It's not that far.
Trust me, it's very far. It's not that far if you've not made so much music, but it's really far if you've recorded a lot of music.
So do you remember any lines? One or two?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't think so.
But do you remember the title? What it was titled?
I really don't remember.
Oh shit, bro. That's unfortunate, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
really
really
don't
unfortunate.
remember.
So basically, I'm like we are gradually getting your musical journey, how it started, and
Yeah.
I've come to understand that you were not always drawn to music. It started with
Yes.
football.
Yeah.
What else before football, or straight from football? Then because your
Yes.
mom disagreed, you jumped into music.
Yes.
So was it initially was it football and music? Then you late after mommy disagreeing with you getting into sports, then you now like, oh, as much as I have the same passion
Mm.
as football, then let me just get into music.
It wasn't football and music, it was just
It
football.
was just football.
I could just sing, but I had not even paid attention to it to
Okay.
see that, oh, you can actually make a career from
Okay.
this.
Okay.
So it was literally just football, and football didn't work out because of my mom. And she actually let me do music because people were bashing her that,
Yeah.
oh, your son could play and you didn't let him play. So when I said I wanted to make music, she said she didn't want to make the same mistake again. So
Oh.
she just left me
Yeah.
to do what I do.
I really want to know the motivation. What was the motivation behind everything? Because we know how the music like space is here in Ghana,
Yeah,
very competitive, and most especially uninspiring sometimes.
yeah.
You understand? So what was the motivation for Raven?
The very first time that I sat to write music, I was in SHS actually. So one of my friends in another school, he came to our school and then he played a song for me. I was like, this guy, the whole of Volta region, nobody can sing better than him.
Mm.
I've not even written before. I listened and I was like, oh, I think I can do better. So going to do music, like writing and being serious about it, was as a result of I can prove this guy wrong, that like I can actually do
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
this other guy was doing. So in the beginning, that was the motivation. The fact that I have to prove things to myself, that, oh, I know deep down to the core of my heart that I am capable of doing this thing. So what do I do? Do I just sit and wait around, or I can just find out how much I can do? Then I decided that, maybe I should just start doing this. It might work out. Then I wrote the first one, and we had a WhatsApp group at the time where Fridays people do freestyles.
Mm.
Yes,
That was
so
pretty innovative.
yeah, people do freestyles on Friday, and one day I just dropped something.
Freestyle, singing
Yes,
or rapping.
rapping,
Oh.
and everybody just went wild about it. People took the video, they were posting it on their status and stuff. I was like, oh, okay,
This is good.
I can do this.
This is good.
I can do this. That was when it cemented for me, because it was out of the blue, nothing serious about it, but people thought it was so good.
Mm.
Then it gave me the more inspiration to say that, okay, if I take this serious, it might actually work out.
See, the most important thing always is self empowerment or self upliftment,
Believe
and I
that.
see it from your motivation in getting started in music, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about school. What's your full name? What's your full name?
Okran, Kelvin, Nanakwesi Junior Pan.
Where did Raven come from?
Yeah.
Where did
So
Raven come from?
I was actually trying to get a word that had letters from all of my names.
Oh,
Yes, because in as much as names are just names, it has to be something that I feel comfortable with you calling me with. Like I really have to be comfortable responding to
yeah.
saying Raven. So I did that, picked letters from my name.
So
I
your Raven is an acronym of all your names.
Not really an acronym, but every letter in Raven is in one of my names,
Ah,
probably one of my
oh,
names. So
oh.
it was I wrote all my names down, was like a scramble. I tried so many combinations, and one morning I was literally sleeping here in the studio, and it just crossed my mind. I woke up, I was like, Raven. It's like, I like this. Yeah, I was like, I like this. And then
Yeah,
I checked, and it had almost every letter in my name.
yeah.
I was trying to find something, it never came, but this one came to me.
Okay.
And it was complete. I was like, okay.
So R is what?
It's not an acronym, but Arrow is from Ukran.
Okran. And A is from which
from
name?
Okran.
Okran. E is from
Kelvin.
and V is from
Kelvin.
and I is from
Kelvin.
N is from.
It's from Pan, Okran, and Kelvin.
I get this. That's a fun way to play with your name.
Yeah.
But where are you from exactly?
I'm from Rara.
Where is that?
It's in the Oti
I
region.
wanted to guess.
Yeah.
Oti region. Okay, I wouldn't have gotten it. So anyway, let's move forward.
Yeah.
So let's talk about joining the Legacy Life family.
Yeah.
Right? How did that all happen for you?
Yeah.
How did it come about?
So
Who made the discovery?
okay.
Yeah.
So there was a tweet, like a post on Twitter that my manager saw.
Richmond.
Richmond.
All right.
He saw that. So it was from Raevin Skin and YFM. They were doing a mass listening.
Okay.
So if you're an up and coming artist, you just come to the mass listening and you give your song to the DJ and you play the song and everybody just listen. So everyone there was like an up and coming artist as well.
Wow.
But the deal was, if they listen to your song there and they like it, Cracks Global was going to do a writing camp. So if they like your song, then they'll give you a card and you come to the writing camp to come make music. So I went for the mass listening, played my song obviously, and people loved it. They gave me a card and I went to the writing camp. So before you go to the writing camp, you're supposed to sign up online, pick a producer, so that when you go, things are a lot easier. You can just walk into the room where you are assigned and record. And I chose Afro Lecture because I'd met him before.
Woo! Yeah. Hey, Afro Lecture. Hey, thank you to Afro Lecture. Yeah. He allowed me to use his studio to interview RDJ.
Hey, great guy.
It's dope. I have something coming up with him.
Great guy.
I'll text him again.
Yeah, definitely. So
yeah, Lecture.
I picked Lecture because I'd met him before, but I'd not worked with him yet. It's like, okay, this would be a good time to go work with him. And then I walked into the room and it wasn't Lecture. It was another guy. It's like, I didn't sign up for this. Like, I didn't know him. I'd never seen him anywhere before. So my manager said that, we know Afro Lecture, we can always work with him some other time, but this is the opportunity for you to work with another producer. So I sat down and then we started working. You're supposed to make one song and you leave. Then I made the first song and I hid and everybody left and I made the second one and I made the third one and I made the fourth. I just hid.
You're supposed to make one song
and you leave.
And what did you do?
I hid. I didn't want to go. I love music to the core. So I did the first one, I did the second one, I did the third one, fourth, fifth. And
that's indie.
Yeah.
Why now?
It's music now.
But you should do one.
You know, hard like that.
This guy.
If you love music, it's not really hard like that. It comes from the core, so it's easy for you to do it. And the producer I was working with ended up being the in-house producer for Legacy Life Entertainment.
Who was that? Who's the producer?
Highlander.
Okay.
Yeah, Highlander. So Highlander ended up being the in-house producer for Legacy Life, and I think he saw the talent, but most of all, he said that he loved the hard work and the dedication that I put into the music, because I could have just made one and leave like everyone else.
Yeah.
But I stayed. So Highlander introduced me. I think he said my name to Killer.
All right.
But later he kept on inviting me to writing camps. And he kept sending me beats for me to put melodies on the beats as well. So yes, then we went for a writing camp somewhere around Jolu for Frena and Small God and UG Official. Then I made the song. After I made the song, I didn't know Killbeatz was there. He was actually lying in the couch because it was dark. So after I made my verse, and then he got up and he was like, "Oh, who's that?" And Helena was like, "Oh, it's the same guy." And that's a lot, right? The same guy I've been telling you about. It's like, okay. Next day, around 11 p.m., Helena calls me. It's like, Killbeatz wants to talk to you. I was like, okay. Took the phone. It's like, yo, I just want to tell you, see, Legacy Life Entertainment sign you.
Just like that.
Just like that.
What was the feeling? Before we come to the feeling, right? What was the song you played on air for the mass listening?
It was called You Alone.
You Alone.
Yeah.
Is it out?
No. I took them down. They were out, but I took them down.
But can you give us a freestyle?
Alright, cool.
Alright, give us a freestyle.
Oh baby, you the perfect one. Girl, I no go forgive nobody, no. Even if na rain or shine, girl, I no go lie, I go tell your skin, no. But because you're so on point, you so beautiful, Jacqueline, no. Wherever you take my girl, baby, I be following, no. Udi utogu mi swa, yana mi humo ni nanani. Yeah, those You Alone.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so now let's talk about Killbeatz saying you are now finally assigned to Legacy Life.
Yeah.
How was it like, bro? How did it happen that quick?
Yeah.
Like, you get me? Walk us through it, bro. Because that was very, very like wow.
It was wow. It was and it's still one of the happiest moments in my life. When you are an independent and up and coming artist, you have goals, you have dreams and aspirations. True. But when someone like Killbeatz says that, oh, they want to bless you, like they want to work with you, put their hands on you, then the dreams and aspirations become more of a reality. Yeah. Because you know that this is someone who has experience on the job, and it's easier for him to make you blow than you can do for yourself.
A case of experience, bro. Definitely. Someone who could easily shape your career for you.
Definitely.
The right trajectory.
Trust me. So it was really, really great. It was a good day for me. A really, really great one. Like I wish that I can express how I felt at the moment.
Express how you jumped.
Definitely. It was good. That was the only time I had something in that scream. You know the
what was Rich Man's experience?
I think he wasn't home at the time. So I texted him, he was like, oh, this is what happened. He was like, what's up? Don't play with me. Don't play. I was like, no, I'm serious about it. Don't play with me. But yeah. Wow. That was a really good day. Everybody should experience that sometime.
Yeah, but it's not just for everybody. This is a privilege and an honor, even aside the fact that it is business, but for someone like Killbeatz to see Kim Promise is still in the record label. Yeah. But ever since he signed Kim Promise, who else, bro? It's a real opportunity. Yeah. Definitely. So it means you carry something. There's something burning in you. There's something that portrays. Yeah. You understand? He saw something in you. Yeah. And whatever that you saw, it's soon time that the world will see it. You didn't see how soon. You didn't see how soon. Yeah. Because when I saw introduced by Killbeatz, and I'm like, wow, then this guy has seen something in this guy that we all haven't seen it. Yeah. Hopefully the time should come.
Yeah. It's just a matter of time where now people can get to experience me and experience the music that I make, and then they'll be able to see what Killer saw in me as well. So
yeah. It's like there's a saying that when you wait long enough, soon enough, something I don't remember the codes. Alright, pardon me, but anyways, let's proceed. Alright, bro. Okay, I'm not done with Killbeatz, right? Yeah. So when that happened, you came over to sign the deal, or
no?
Okay, so walk us through that.
Yeah, after that happened, RTBs had a writing camp in Ibri, somewhere.
RTBs?
Yeah, went for the writing camp.
Alright.
That was the first time I was seeing him after he had spoken to me on the phone.
Killbeatz?
Yes. Okay. And he was like, oh, Ejumana Ashasian. It's like, okay. So that day we made 2 songs. We just made 2 songs. And later I came home here to the studio. Okay. Yes, we just made another song, and then writing camp, we just made a lot of songs. That was when I actually made Fire, like 2022.
Oh. 2022. Yeah. So how long have you been with Killbeatz?
From 2022.
From 2022.
Yeah.
So from 2022, you haven't dropped any song. It's been grooming.
Yes.
Oh.
Doing grooming, recording, working on the craft. You know, building myself for whatever it is to come.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're around these stars, these people who have accomplished in the industry, who have set standards in the industry.
Yeah.
How did they make you feel being around such people?
Blessed, definitely. It's more of a blessing because you get to learn. You get to sit with these people. They get to advise you on certain things. Make a melody, they say, "Oh, change this, into
Wow.
this." You know, this will make a lot more sense. To even sit down and watch some of them record, it gives you a sense of, oh, I'm in the right place. Like, okay, I think I can pick this from this one. I can pick this from this one as well, and that's all part of building your craft. You know, so it was more of a blessing for me. People that I have idolized, seen on TV my whole life, sang their songs, jammed to their songs, maybe run girls with their songs and stuff. And now I have the opportunity to sit with them,
experience,
and even make music with them as well. So it was just a blessing for me.
What is something someone told you that stood out during your time of grooming?
That stood out for me.
Yes.
What would that be? I've heard a lot.
Heard a lot. What did Kim Promise tell you? Okay. What's one lesson you've learned from Kim Promise?
Promise.
Yeah, having conversations with Kim Promise.
Hard work. You know they sleep. Trust me, you know they bed. Like, drops an album next day, is in the studio. He's working. So I think that he didn't even really have to say it. As a wise person, I just had to watch and learn. Because you just need to.
Whoa.
It's not every time that people get to tell you what to do, but you should see how they move. And because of how they're moving is working for them, why don't you just adapt that way? So I just picked that up because trust me, nobody they work hard pass on. Me, I love music, like I make a lot of music, but Promise is a beast, you know.
So in that case, do you feel pressured?
No.
Do you feel pressured that you need to, reach the standard and even surpass it?
I don't feel pressured. So Promise, we're on the same label. Promise has his manager. I have my manager. He has his team. I have my team. So in as much as we're on the same label, we are very two different human beings.
True.
And I don't think that we are meant to be on the same path.
Facts.
And the ways that he used to grow and become who he is today, there are things that I can learn, tapping from, but I don't think it will be exactly the same. And I will be a fool to compare myself because this is 7 years of experience. So I'm chilled. I like it when they advise me. It gives me a better sense of, okay, this is not the time that I'll have to go and try and it doesn't work out. And now I'll learn sense. He has tried that already. It didn't work out. He can just tell me.
Facts.
And that. So I'm not pressured. I'm just blessed to be amongst people who have gone through all the rough roads and now they can just hold my hand and be like, bro, don't pass here.
Pass this side. I mean, everybody has different templates to life. I mean, So, okay. So, what's one lesson you've learned from seeing how Killbeatz shaped Kim Promise's life? What's one lesson you've learned?
It will be that if you find someone who loves music as much as it is a business, you are good to go.
Wow.
Because it's not really much of business. It's more of a family thing.
Family.
So
it's always family.
In as much as he is a boss, like a CEO, he loves the music as well.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True.
Definitely.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. So let's talk about the new song. The new song is out, right?
Yeah, Fire.
Fire. Talk to us about creating fire, making fire. What was the inspiration behind it? The message. Talk to us about the new song.
Yeah, so Fire is about the fear of knowing that if you find the perfect woman, in as much as you think that she's perfect, you're not the only one with eyes. A lot of guys can also see that. So if you slack small, bro, make you no slack. If you slack, niggas make wild. You know? People make wild. So
very true.
Yeah, Fire is about seeing that particular woman and say that, okay, I feel like what I have left to live on earth, I can do it with this person.
With this person?
Yes, and I'm scared that
Oh.
if I slack, somebody go grab him. I don't say if I leave him, somebody go grab him. So,
insecurities.
Yes, I'm sticking tight to it.
You've plenty.
Yeah.
So, where do you see the song taking you to? Fire.
Trust me, yeah, definitely it will be fire, you know.
It will be fire.
Yeah, I love the song. The song's like 2022 and I still play it every time. So I love the song, and I believe that same way I love the song, a lot of people will love the song as well. So yeah, it's going to do great things. This is going to be the stepping stone of my career. So
believe, bro.
I have a lot of trust in the music.
Believe, bro.
Yeah.
So what state of mind were you at the time of writing the song?
It was more of what a lot of people would do when they find the right person.
Oh.
I think that if anybody finds someone who is right for them, it's really right that they stick to the person.
True.
So I just use that story to be like, okay, a lot of people, if you find someone where should be your own, your personal person, like your own, you don't slack make anybody grab on.
True, bro.
Yeah.
True. So what should fans expect from you in the coming months?
Good music, quality music, a lot of things. Just even things that I don't expect for myself, expect them from me. I could deliver. You know, get out. So it's just a lot of music actually, because I've been here for like 3 years making music. So a lot of music and a lot of love to give to all the fans.
The other fans, but especially the girls. Oh.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's talk about this, right? Are there any collaborations that we should be expecting in the future projects?
None that I know of yet, but I mean, I work with Killbeatz. You can just get everyone.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, you can get everyone.
That's the advantage of being with someone that way. So let's end this with something. No, so before I end this, right? What's an artist you would love to collaborate with so much? Mugies.
Mugies.
I mean, the access is there.
I'm not going to think about them twice. He's always been my favorite artist.
Whoa. But have you talked to him?
Oh, I've been here for 3 years.
3 years and several times.
Yeah. But we've not worked on. I need to make sure that if I'm going to my godfather, I'm going with the right music.
Yeah.
I'm just taking my time and see how things go.
It's your thing.
Definitely.
It's your thing. Hey, what are your final words?
Go stream Fire. Fire is out now. Glad that so I keep saying this. Stick with me. It's going to be a very long journey. And
an interesting one too.
Very, very interesting. If you're looking at me, if you're listening to this interview now, join the train. You know,
it's a moving train, bro.
We're going to go places. And I love you all. Bless.
Hey, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, TrendsO'clock. Follow TrendsO'clock on all social media platforms. And follow me, Sense FX, on Instagram. Peace, bro. Have a beautiful day. All right.
Bless.
Charlie.